Hello and happy Thursday. Thank you for stopping by my channel, Vital Healing. I'm Dr. Candida. I'm a naturopathic doctor as well as an intuitive healer. Today we're going to talk about magnesium. Magnesium is a supplement that kind of gets a lot of press out there. If you're interested in supplements, you've probably heard or had a doctor or some sort of healthcare provider mention magnesium. So I just kind of wanted to go through all the different forms that you can get out there on the market to find out the best one that is for you, and some other little information, ways to increase it into your diet, dosing, different minerals that you should take with it, different vitamins that you should take with it, just kind of the 411 on on magnesium. I won't go through every form, but I will go through the biggest ones and what they're most helpful for, how to get the best bang for your buck. And I'll also talk about the ones that I just think aren't like, I don't think you should bother with at all. I just want to start, if you're on a lot of medications, if you have a long list of things that you're working on with your doctor, please discuss any of the supplements that I recommend on this channel. If you're already on a lot of supplements, on pharmaceutical medications, if you've got a lot of chronic illness, please talk to your doctor first, okay? Let's talk about magnesium. It is an essential mineral. And so what that means is that your body can't make it alone. The standard American diet gets between like 150 to 200 milligrams a day in general. The body in general, as humans, we need about 400 milligrams a day in general. So a supplement around 200 milligrams is gonna get you there. But like I said, all forms are different and they're utilized by the body in different ways. So please stick around to listen to all the different forms before you go out and get 200 milligrams, okay? Magnesium is great because in general, magnesium as a mineral protects the nervous system. So overall, it has a calming effect. What it's bound to is the form that you're going to see in different supplements out on the market. So I'm going to just start with my favorite, and that's glycinate, magnesium glycinate. Magnesium is connected, it's bound to glycine. This is an amino acid, and it is famous for having a very calming effect. So this is your go-to for anxiety, insomnia, stressful time periods. The glycine is very helpful at increasing GABA and serotonin, not only production, but also release in the body. So very relaxing, very relaxing. It also is really good for like blood sugar regulation, so insulin sensitivity, so that's a very important one. And it also is really good because it has a cooling effect on the body. What it does is it increases blood flow throughout the body, so it's got that cooling effect. So this is my little trick with patients that are struggling with hot flashes. Gosh, it can work like a charm for hot flashes. And it's also really interesting. It's very absorbable, and not only it doesn't need to be broken down in the body can absorb it in its whole form, so that makes it that much more absorbable, right? So I love magnesium glycinate. It's not the cheapest, but it's not the most expensive. And I think that in general, people think of magnesium to calm the body down. So yeah, that's a good one. I love magnesium glycinate. The next one that I want to talk about is it's very absorbable, so it's very readily usable for by the body. It's incredible because it's magnesium threonate, and that extra threonate allows it to be the magnesium to get through. It allows it to cross the blood-brain barrier. So this is your go-to with any kind of neurological issue. It's really great for cognition. It's really great for focus. It's probably your more expensive. It's on the higher end. But if those are things that you're wanting to work on, then it might be worth your money to spend a little bit more and get it in this form. So when I say that it crosses the blood-brain barrier is that it's working on the nerves, you know, the nerves in the body. So it's just effectively getting the messages through the neurons. It's just making it more efficient. So it's like relaying messages through the nervous system in a faster, more efficient way. That's the best way that I can explain it. The next one I wanted to talk about is citrate. Magnesium citrate gets a lot of press. It's very inexpensive. The thing about it is that it's very absorbable, but it also has an osmotic diuretic effect. So for those of you that have normal bowels or have looser bowels in general, do not use citrate because you're going to have just horrible diarrhea, and that will actually decrease all of your minerals, right? Because they're just flowing through you. There's no time for them to absorb, right? You're just going to wash them out. They're just going to move right through you really quickly. But it is good. It can be very helpful for people with constipation. It can work. It can create a bowel movement up to 6 hours, or within just a few minutes, you'll start to notice the gurgling in the bowels. And so, again, I don't want you to have to then replenish more minerals because you get to a point where you've taken so much, or you're taking so much so many times every week, that not only do you create a dependency on having a bowel movement with the magnesium citrate, but you're also losing electrolyte. You're losing minerals in the body. So be mindful of the citrate. Use it in a pinch, but talk to your doctor about why you have the constipation to begin with, okay? It can be helpful, but it's not the answer. It can be really helpful for headache prevention, migraines, restless leg syndrome, leg cramps. But again, don't jump to 200 milligrams. Start with 50 milligrams and see how that works for you. If you know you always get migraines or headaches around your period and you're kind of constipated and bloated, start with 50 milligrams, like a couple of weeks before your period, and see what happens. Something like that kind of an idea. Taurate. Magnesium taurate is bound with taurine. Taurine is really great for muscle recovery. So post-workout soreness, achy muscles. Let's see. Great for the musculoskeletal system in general. It can be really clearing to the body, because you know when we work out we have all sorts of like byproducts because the muscles are tearing and rebuilding and becoming stronger and stronger with the workout, so you are going to have byproducts that need to be cleared from the body. So taurine, the taurate, the magnesium taurate can be really great for that, really helpful with that. It's also kind of in my mind the best one for heart health. So if you struggle with hypertension, again, if you've got a lot going on, please talk to your doctor first, but the taurate can be really helpful with blood pressure and just overall heart health. Let's see, talking about post-workout, also malate, magnesium malate. That's a great overall one for less money. It's kind of like a good one. It's a good one. It's a good overall one. It can be really great for post-workout. It's not as much for like the diuretic effect. It has less of a diuretic effect, so that's something to consider also. It's relatively inexpensive. Really great for fibromyalgia also. I have found that it can be helpful because fibromyalgia does have a nervous system quality. There's achiness, not just because you're working out, right? There's something else going on in the nervous system. So malate's a really good one for that. A pre-workout one that increases your ATP, which is your energy source in the cells of the body, is Oratate. So a really good one, but it's going to be more money. So if you're going to pick between malate and Oratate, you might want to do magnesium malate if money is an issue, or if you struggle with fibromyalgia. And if you want just more energy in the body overall, you might, and you have the money, you might want to try magnesium Oratate. Okay. Magnesium chloride is a very good overall supplementation because of the chloride. So chloride. So when we think about digestion, we want our gut, our stomach to have a low a low pH. So there's a lot of hydrochloric acid in the gut to set up in the stomach to set up the gut for proper digestion. So people that have chronic digestive issues might want to think about magnesium chloride because it can be very helpful with digestion, especially as we get older. Naturally, our HCl, our hydrochloric acid, just gets lower just with age. So think about IBS, reflux, GERD. It's a little bit pricier, but it is very absorbable. So that's a good option for that. I think that those were the ones that I wanted to talk about specifically. Now, the ones that I don't like and I think are a waste of money, oxide, magnesium oxide. It's everywhere. It's cheap. I think the stats that I read were like 4 or 5% gets absorbed. So you're spending less money, but you're not getting the nourishment from the magnesium. Remember, it's an essential mineral. We need it in the body. And if you're having some of these issues that we're talking about, those might be signs that you're not getting enough magnesium in your diet. So if you're going to supplement, don't waste your time with magnesium oxide. They burn the oxygen. I don't like that product at all. Glutamate, so magnesium glutamate and magnesium aspartate, those can be neuro excitatory, so they can actually, like, aspartate and glutamate can actually increase the stimulation of the nervous system. So the magnesium is lowering it and they're exciting it, so they can kind of cancel each other out. So I just think that there are better options out there, so I personally wouldn't bother with them. Some of the minerals that you might want to consider taking with your magnesium supplement are vitamin D as well as B6. Both of those are very calming. So again, if you're wanting to unwind at night before bed to get a good night's sleep, you might want to pick your magnesium form of the ones that I listed, and just make sure that either the supplement has a B6 and a vitamin D with it, or take a supplemental ones with them. And let's see. And then just in general, I always think that food is a great way to get your vitamins and minerals. Food is medicine. So green leafy vegetables, just think about spinach and Popeye and how strong and energized and happy he always looked. So green leafy vegetables, nuts, seeds, raw cacao. So if you can get a dark chocolate, like in a raw form, like this isn't a Hershey's bar, right? This is like raw cacao, very minimally processed, if processed at all. Those are just natural ways to get it into your diet, because food is medicine. So that is all I have for you today about magnesium. Let me know below if you would like me to do any other minerals or supplements or herbs, like a talk on anything specifically that you're interested in. Comment and tell me which magnesium are you interested in? What has been your experience with magnesium? Yeah, anything at all, comment below. Support my channel by liking this video, sharing my channel with people that might be interested in the work that I do. There's something here for everybody. I think there's almost 90 videos now. I can't even believe that I've made that many videos. Yeah, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And we will see you next time. Thanks so much for your time, and be well. Have a great day. Bye-bye.